Hello, hello. I'm gonna take a minute to do some of my least favorite achievement hunting. So, for way too long, I have been working on give me the biggest bag you've got. If you're not familiar with this achievement, oh, you know what? I got it wrong. We're also working on that, but going to need a bigger bag, which is from Pandaria. And it's been years, obviously, because Mists is very old. But we have 3 items left. And they're haunting me. So we're going to do a few runs through the Timeless Isle and see how it goes. I've been logging out in this cave. To kill this guy, we need the Cursed Talisman from him. Don't really know what the drop rate is, it's bad. This is one of a handful of characters I have on an RP realm, which lets me do this more efficiently. So we'll check out the 3 mobs that I need. Hopefully more than one of them is up, and cycle through. And no luck. We need the Spirit of Jadefire from in here. I don't have the patience to camp, so we're just trying on sheer luck. The last one we need to check for is the Monstrous Spine Claw. I've got a macro on one of my mouse buttons for this, so when we get closer to the ghost, I'll just start clicking it, and hopefully there's a crab up. But there usually isn't. It's great. The other achievement I mentioned, which I think is called Give Me the Biggest Bag You've Got, is from BFA in Azeroth. It's like the sequel to this one. We need 2 more items for that. It's also a lot less brutal. This one's really unforgiving because even if I went and bought the Jadefire Spirit Pet or the Spine Claw Crab, oh thank God. Okay, where is this thing? There we go. Even if I went and bought those, it wouldn't count for the achievement. You have to actually get it to drop, so. Miraculously, the crab is up on this server. Maybe it'll drop a crab. My rarity is wrong. I had to reset it recently. I don't know how many kills I have. It's gonna be more than that though. Alright, so that's the Warlock. No luck. We'll log her out and try again. This is one of the last panda achievements I need. Excluding PvP, it's kind of a whole other kettle of fish. But we have 4 characters set up to do this. I check most days. And then I have 1 camped near Nazjatar for the other achievement. Okay. And next up we have a hunter on a different RP realm, so everything should be ready to go. Don't have to wait for things to respawn. I don't know why I've kind of got my teeth sunk into this achievement. It's really awful. But at this point I'm so close, I just can't let it go. don't know if she's logged out in the cave. She's not. Okay, so I managed to get the Spirit of Jadefire yesterday on this character. It looks like it's not up right now. So we'll go try for the talisman and then for the crab. Usually, if you want to do this the correct way, to open the cave with Splurk, or whatever his name is, you need to run around and find one of these items. Click on it, you get an extra action button, and all of them will open the cave. If you don't have one of these, there are ways around that, so you don't have to go hunting for it. I'll show you afterwards if we need one. And if we get to the last character and we haven't needed to use the trick, then I will just explain it. Alright. Or maybe the item will just drop this time. It's possible. Nope. Alright. So, no Spirit of Jadefire, no Cursed Talisman. And we'll see about the crab. There are days where I don't see the crab at all, so the fact that we've seen it once already, kind of assume we won't see it again. Spirit of Jadefire is really random. Sometimes I get it all 4 or 5 tunes, sometimes I get it none. But at least Splurk is a guaranteed kill, which is part of why it's so frustrating that that one hasn't dropped yet. But here we are. Yeah. I didn't really play through this part of Pandaria. After Cataclysm, I stopped raiding, and I would buy the expansions, and I would level up to sort of see what was going on, and then I wouldn't do anything else. I would just kind of like let my subscription lapse after I got a feel for like what was going on in the story. So I think from Pandaria, I leveled up, saw what was going on, went away for a while, came back, got a quest to come here, had like starter leveling gear, got obliterated, left. Got a quest to go to the Isle of Thunder, went to the Isle of Thunder in questing gear, got obliterated, left. And didn't really come back and check any of it out until, I don't know, around BFA when I started getting into collecting. Okay, so the crab is not up. We log out, we try again. You can see I'm also tracking Frostbitten for the rares of Northrend. I don't have Viragosa. I don't have the Time Lost Protodrake either, and I don't really have it in me to camp those. Any of those like stand around and wait rares, I don't know. There'll be a day where I find them, but they'll be the last on the list. Okay, this is another server. I don't think this one's an RP realm, but stuff is usually up. It's like a lower population one. So we'll see. Okay. So, run down the coast, hit my macro, hope for the macro to pick up Spine Claw. Eventually, if I get the Spirit of Jadefire, if I get the Cursed Talisman, and I still don't have the Spine Claw, then I probably will just hang out here killing crabs, because the monstrous Spine Claw is a chance to spawn from killing the Ancient Spine Claw. But I don't think we're that desperate yet. I think we're still in a place where I can just pop over a couple times per day on each of these characters and hope for the best. I've gotten super lucky on some of these. The Death Adder pet dropped on like the 6th try. I thought that one for sure would be one that I would have to keep coming out here for. I think its drop rate's pretty similar to the Spineclaw Crab. So you never know. I think ideally I would want the Cursed Talisman to drop last, because that means that the other two have, I don't know, spawned often enough that I get lucky. I don't know. At least the Cursed Talisman's just like hop in, kill the guy, and leave. It's very easy to trigger. Alright, fingers crossed. And no. So you can always tell from the cave entrance if the Spirit of Jadefire is up, and she's not. So we go to the cave. And you know what? I'll do the cave trick this time. There is a little action button-y thing over there. I don't know what it's called. That we got on the hunter, but just show you what to do. If you don't want to go around looking for any of those relics, that gives you the extra action button. You just run over straight up to the rocks until you can't go any further. Open your toy box and pick any chair that you have. Spell chair properly. So I'll use Nat's fishing chair. You sit in it, and then you just walk forward, and it'll put you through the rocks until you're in the cave. You can then pick up this hammer, open the wall, and go into a rare spawn, who will one day give you a Cursed Talisman. Right. Next try. And as tedious as this seems when you see the progress, you're like, well, it's not so bad. We've made it a long way. The worst one, I feel like the one that I just like felt like I was killing every day with just no luck. We still don't have it. Was from Zesqua. There's like a water spirit off the eastern coast of the island, and alright, Spirit of Jadefire is up.
I do not have a target.
Auto shot. Did not get it. Alright. This is the last try for the Cursed Talisman. Gotta get lucky eventually. And the cave is open. Alright. Well, I will log out in the cave and check back later. This is a higher population server, so it does happen. Okay, so the last thing is in Veralis. Sorry, it's not in Veralis. The character's in Veralis. For the sort of sequel achievement, so that was gonna need a bigger bag, and I think this one is give me the biggest bag you've got. Let's take a look. Yeah. Okay. We just need 2 more. So if I track that, go through the Nashatar portal. So we have 2 items. bag of containing and the barnacled bag of goods. I spend a lot of time in Ashtar, so I don't really like farming here too much. I just, like the other ones, do a little pass whenever I remember to, most days, and hope I get lucky. The bag of containing, you can see if I mouse over the scavenger, shows up as an option. I can wear these benthic items that are supposed to improve the drop chance, so I'll put those on. And then we just clear the cave. There's often a world quest here, so sometimes there's other people killing things, which slows you down, and then also the oracles don't actually have a chance to drop the bag we need, so they're just fodder. This one I haven't been working on as meticulously as the other one, or for as long. While I was doing other Nashtar achievements, like the meta, I was kind of hoping this would drop organically, like while I was doing world quests, and it didn't. So everything else did, which is great, but we're stuck now. Underwater ones are so tricky. Okay. Don't need the oracle. Nothing. Alright, I guess no luck here. There's a couple more to kill on the way out, but odds aren't great.
Too far away. I'm out of range.
Just a whole lot of fish scales.
I'm out of target.
I might as well get that reaver. Oh,
I
there's
need
two.
to get closer.
Yeah, nothing. Alright, so that's that cave. I'll put my actual gloves and bracers back on. Not that it really matters, but I've remembered, and also they won't help with the other item. So the other item, the barnacled bag of goods, drops from the crab people, lobster people over here. Same deal, you just kind of clear the area and hope. And this one also has a world quest in this area, so same deal. Sometimes you come over here and everything's dead already. Looks like it's not up right now, which is great. So there are a couple of rares that spawn over here that I think have a slightly higher drop chance for the bag, but not enough to have made a difference so far. Oh, somebody else is here. Alright. Thought that was it for a second. I'll mail those to my rogue later. This is gonna be one of those ones that when it drops, I don't even notice. I've just been doing this for so long with no real expectation of it happening. Alright, I think there's a couple more down here. And then we'll just go back and log out of town. Did I do soundless drop down? I already have soundless, but I don't think that's it. I feel like he has a more intuitive name. Probably soundless. Okay. Alright. Better luck next time.